What's up, you guys? This is your boy Miguel giving you your daily dose of radiation. Today's video, we're covering a typical day of an X-ray tech school, like a typical, average day. So to give you context, I'm an X-ray tech, been doing it for 4 years. Night shift, 7 on, 7 off. But I do remember very vividly my X-ray days. And my brother is currently going through the program, so I'm acquiring newer knowledge from him. So your typical day, it all kind of depends with if there's clinicals involved and if you're at the beginning of X-ray tech school. So we'll start at the beginning. So let's say you're at the very beginning of X-ray tech school. You just applied, first few weeks of school. So the first few weeks, semi-chill. Your teachers will bring you in and be like, hey, I'm so-and-so. Here's my brief history. And then, like, why did you want to become a tech? Da-da-da-da-da. This is what you can expect. The breakdown, syllabus, test, da-da-da-da. That's one scenario. Other ones, you'll go in and be like, all right, I know you already know how the structure of the program works. Let's get straight to reading. You should have read da-da-da. Quiz about basic, let's see what you know about basic anatomy. And like, I think our first day we did X-ray. We did there was a picture of a hand and we had to label it, like all the bones and stuff, just to get our, and everyone failed that test because it had a right marker and we didn't know you had to write the right marker. So if it's labeled, put right or put left, whatever it is, if it's marked in this label. Because your teacher can be mean like ours. Everyone failed. Everyone ended up with a 0. Just started off. She wasn't even playing either. Like, literally everyone had a 0. Except, like, I think one person was put right on it. So, that's something that happens in ours. Little gold nugget of advice. But I would say day to day, you would kind of typically start off between 7:30 to 8 is like one class, and it'll be like an hour and a half of just like actual class, and then you may have lab, which lab can vary from like patient care to like comping on like doing like or you position patients and stuff like that, or like X-ray safeties, or like it could go from like some of the like learning the science behind X-rays. There's that kind of realm that you can be involved in that can chunk up. So it could be like class from like 8 to 9, lab another hour, and then maybe you have another class, and then you have lunch break, and then you come back and you have, I think, open lab or another kind of lab, and then that probably finishes around like 3 to 4 o'clock, and then there's extended lab if you not that smart or you want to practice a little bit more. There's like extra lab, which I think ours was like from 4 to 5 or 6. It all kind of depended. It's like literally when the teacher last left. So there's that. And then based off of like if there's a test, you can have 2 scenarios. You can have you go in, take your test, you're done for the day, just wait till your next class or lab. Or there's like you finish your test, all right, now we're gonna grind and continue on with the next segment. And yes, your teachers, occasionally you'll get thrown through the gauntlet where all 3 of your classes have tests on the same day, and you just get kind of, it sucks. Like that happens so many times. There's been times where I've missed other classes just to study for another one to take their test. That has happened. Factually. So, and then there's when you're just checking off for your basic comps and stuff, where I think that's like more, at least ours was like on Friday, where the whole day would be cleared just for everyone to go and check off whatever they needed. Like as far as like, let's say we're covering the hand and extremities, you pick off a little box that would say, hey, do an x-ray of a hand and explain what you see and stuff like that. And then as far as like studying, that's kind of on you, bro. Studying can range from like you come home and you straight to the books and it takes you 3 to 4 hours with busy work, or you're just trying to learn or get ahead. It can literally vary. Like me, I had to study a lot because I wasn't the smartest, and compared to someone like my lady, who she's a nurse, photographic memory, barely studied, barely did anything type scenario. So she would have a different situation over there. So like the studying aspect, that can literally vary from like quizzes, or even it sucks, but they do it, and it's happened so many times, both for me and my lady. Well, they're like, oh, we're going on Christmas vacation, or we're going on Thanksgiving break. You can enjoy your break, but just know we have a test when you come back. So you're just like, oh, you ruined my stuff. Or they're like, oh, you have a project that's due when you come back. Or there's an essay, or there's this and there's that. Technically, you don't have to go to school. You don't have to do anything. But, if you don't do said stuff, you're going to end up getting kind of behind, and kind of it kind of hurts. So, me personally, as far as that goes, I would say take like one day, chill, do your family stuff, do whatever, and then the rest of the days just start knocking everything out. Especially during the summer, I think it was one of our summers where it's just clinicals. That one's really chill. That one's not that hard because you're just basically a regular tech, just doing what you're doing and documenting stuff. And then they're like, you do have a set amount of class, like an X amount of classes coming up. What I did was got my books and everything, and as I was going through my regular clinicals, just started to start reading, cover all that book, and like looking over the quizzes, because they had like the little workbook thing. I just started doing it all. So essentially when it came to the next semester and we had to do the textbook, like the workbook, I was already done with it. I was already done with all the busy work. So I was chilling as far as all the busy work. Was actually focusing on the actual material and stuff, which helped me. And there was a lot of busy work that, depending on what school you will go to, that you will see. So my best advice would be to get a little buddy system, and if it's busy work, just kind of divide and conquer type stuff, and have you a little click. And yes, been your boy Miguel. See you on the next one.